So I didn't write a speech, I just have like bullet points because, yeah. Okay, so yes, as she said, I was in the pageant in 2007, 2008. My mom forced me to do it. I did not want to be in the pageant. I was like, this is like so girly, but it was truly one of the best experiences ever. Like, I cried looking at you guys just because like seeing young girls, like being young girls and being positive, and I just love it. So anyways, so my story is kind of like that typical like cliche, like single mom, grew up in the hood and the projects, like, you know, super poor. And I just want to speak to you ladies about like following your dreams no matter what, and just knowing that there is no direct path to success. So as she explained, I did get my bachelor's degree in 2017. I graduated from high school in 2009 though. So basically in high school, I was very headstrong. I knew exactly where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do. I thought I was gonna be the next Oprah. So I applied to Clark, Atlanta, Spelman, Howard, Upstate, UB, Canisius. I got into every college. That is great. So I applied to this school in Manhattan called Marymount Manhattan College. I got in and I knew I was going to New York City in 2009 to be a fashionista. That fell through, didn't have enough money. Literally, I was packed up, my boxes were ready to go, and they called me and they were like, we need like you to fill out like this paperwork, you have to have this loan, or like you can't come. Basically, I didn't have the money, couldn't go. So that was like a dream erased. I went to Canisius for one semester. It was way too expensive. Left Canisius, went to ECC. When I went to ECC, I thought I wanted to be a pre-K teacher for some weird reason. I don't know why. So I studied early childhood and I did horribly at ECC to the point where I was put on academic probation. And I'm a very intelligent person, but my heart wasn't in that major. So obviously I didn't do well and they kicked me out of ECC. I got kicked out of ECC. So I got kicked out, and after that, I just worked. I was working in retail, so that's when I really learned, like, wow, I love like dressing people. People would come in and be like, Simone, I'm going out tonight. What can I wear? And I would be like, okay, you're gonna do this shirt, these earrings, these pants, these shoes, and that's how I kind of learned, like, hey, this is my passion. So in 2012, I moved to Florida for a year. My best friend was living there. She was like, just come here. You know, we can just play. I was 20. So I'm like, okay, moved to Orlando for a year. And that's when we started Acid Cupcakes. So I own it with my best friend since high school. That was 2012 that we started it. So basically, we just would take like our old clothes and like get models, style them, take pictures, put them online and sell. And we were like selling everything. So we were like, okay, like this might be a lucrative opportunity. So we started Acid Cupcakes, but meanwhile, I was still unemployed in Florida. It was very slow there. I just wasn't really happy there, so I came back to Buffalo in 2013. I didn't want to come back. You know, when you leave, you worry about people talking about you, like, oh, she left, now she's back. But I was just like, I'm not really doing much here. So I came back to Buffalo in 2013, and I was just working at Tivana in the Boulevard Mall, selling tea, slinging tea. And then I was like, you know, I need to go back to college. I need to get this degree. So I applied to Southern New Hampshire University. They have like an amazing online program. Applied for fashion merchandising, got in. So I basically completed my degree while I was working full time. So 2013, I'm doing photo shoots now for Acid Cupcakes. I'm just trying to, you know, build the business and keep my head on straight. So 2014, 2015, still in college. 2016 comes and I'm getting that itch, like, okay, I think I need to make another move. I don't know where I want to go. I was scared to go to New York City, but it was like, I know I need to be there for fashion. So as I got closer to graduating, I was on LinkedIn a lot, just applying to every job, just clicking, because you can like click and just apply. So I was like, every fashion job. So I applied for a job at Bloomingdale's, and the recruiter called me and was like, your resume is amazing, we want to have you come out for an interview. So it was April 27th, I remember the exact day. I drove there for the interview, got hired on the spot. So I was like, that's my sign from God, I'm going to New York City. So I graduated May 14th, that was a Sunday. May 15th, packed the car up, drove to Brooklyn, had my apartment, and I've been in New York ever since. But it was a struggle when I moved there. When I first got there, I had a sublet. So I was there for like a month living in Brooklyn. And basically I had a month to find a place to live. And it's so hard living there, trying to get first month, last security, make sure your credit score is right. So basically I like stayed in a hostel for like a month because I couldn't find a place. So I was like in a room, it was like random people from like all over the world, men. I was just like, but I know God got me. So I just stayed. I was eating ramen noodles, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day. Like, it was a true struggle. Like, I'm skinny, but I could feel my bones. But I'm working at Bloomies. I'm like, I know something is gonna give. Ended up finding an apartment, a good place. And then things at Bloomingdale's kind of turned a little sour. Like, it was very, it was a racist company, I'll just say that. Everybody on the like lower like ranks of the company were like minorities, all the janitors, all the sales professionals, but as you got higher, everybody was either like white or Asian. And I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna let that bother me. I have a degree, I worked my way up. And a manager actually told me like, you're never gonna like move up, like you're only gonna be on the sales floor. I was just like, how do you tell somebody that? But I kept it very professional. I would come in every day, make my money, go home. So working there, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but you kind of build like a client list, a client book, people come in and they shop with you. So I had this one client, she would always come in, she loved me, and I would take her, there's like 7 floors in the store. We would start at the bottom, work our way to the top, and she would be like, I'm gonna spend my money with you, I know you get commission, I love you. As time progressed, we end up, getting close, and she's like, my husband's a plastic surgeon, I need somebody to run my office, I want you to come run the office. So I was like, me working in an office, like I came here for fashion, I told everybody like I'm gonna be this big fashion star in New York, what do I look like running a plastic surgeon's office? And she was like, well, what do you wanna make? And I just named a number, like double what I was making. And she was like, that's it? So, you can guess what I did. I left Bloomingdale's that day. So now I'm working for a plastic surgeon full time, and it is like the most rewarding job. Like, I'm so happy there. And it's not like, we're not doing like a bunch of implants and like BBLs. Like, we do a lot of breast reduction. So like women come in with like neck and back pain, extremely huge breasts, like 20-year-old girls with boobs down to like their legs. It's like crazy. And we get it covered by insurance. These girls don't have to pay anything. And they come back and they're just like, oh my God, you changed my life. So to me, it was like, even though like I started off, I wanted to like be in fashion and like dress people to make them feel good about themselves. Now like my job is like, I'm making women feel good about themselves, and it's like much better, I think, than putting on clothes, because when they take them off, they feel the same way, So I say all of that to say success is not like a straight line. Like, you're gonna go through so many different paths and twists and turns, and the one thing, the one thing I will say is that my faith in God through the whole experience never changes. You have to have faith. You have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in your destiny, and know that it's not a straight line. You're not gonna, some people do have a straight line of success, but some people don't. And as long as you keep the faith up, you work hard, you have to stay positive no matter what, because there's gonna be obstacles at every corner. There's gonna be haters, naysayers, there's gonna be negative energy. You have to be in a bubble of positivity all the time, because people will feed off of that negativity. And as soon as they see you being negative, it's like a reason for people to try to bring you down. So let me just look at my last bullet. Yes, also I want to say, don't do anything just for money. Do not do anything just because you see girls on TV. I know, you see these city girls and Cardi B's telling you to use people for, don't do that, all right? Get that own bag, all right? I know they say get to the bag, chase the bag, always have your own, and just make sure you stay positive, keep the faith up, keep your legs closed, your head up, and your eyes open, and be grateful all the time for everything. And I think that's it. Thank you.